Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday, May 17th, 2024, and it's a beautiful day in my neck of the woods. What's it like in your neck of the woods? Please do say hello if you're with me. I know it's not quite 10, but it's almost 10, and I'm very excited about what we're going to do today. Alexa, turn the volume down a little, please. I don't want Alexa to interfere with what you and I are doing today. So, it's a very lovely day, and I've got a busy weekend planned. I hope you have a busy weekend planned, or a relaxing weekend. Maybe that's what you need, a good relaxing weekend. And it's going to be nice, and the weather's getting, hey Jan, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you're well. How was your reunion with your nurse friends? Did you have a great time? I hope so. I hope so. The pictures were amazing of where you were taking them. Lovely area, it looks like. Maybe someday I'll get there. Okay, it is 10 o'clock. It's sunny and cool here. It's sunny and a little cool here, not too bad. But it's supposed, hey Barb, good morning. Good morning, Barbara Stratton. I've got my people popping on and saying hello. So let's get started. So today I'm going to show you how to make a slider card. Now let me just tell you that I copied this. Thank you, Jan. I am feeling better. I have this stupid thing called dysautonomia, and it rears its ugly head every once in a while. But anyway, so I have to say right at the outset here that this card I copied and tweaked from Rachel Kuhn, demonstrator Rachel Kuhn. I don't know where Rachel lives, whatever, but I saw it and I said, oh my gosh, this is so cute. So let's just get started. Let me show you how cute this is. So this is a slider card. It was very good. I'm glad. And this is wicked easy to make. So here is this cute little card. And I actually love how it opens and closes. Isn't that a sweet card? And, you know, I was looking at it this morning thinking, you could do this with so many different stamp sets. But the one that I chose to use was the from the Take to the Sky. Take to the Sky, here it is right here. Take to the Sky suite, which includes the dies and the stamp set. And of course, it also comes with some embellishments, and it comes with some beautiful designer series paper. So this is on page 37 of the catalog. This is a great, great set. So anyway, let's get started. Let me show you how to do this. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is you need a piece of cardstock 11 inches by 4 1/4, and this is what Rachel used. This is Misty Moonlight. So here it is. And then what you need to do, it needs to be scored at the 4-inch mark and the 8 1/4 inch mark. So those are the score marks. All right, so the next thing you need to do is you need to take a ruler, and what you want to do is find the halfway point between the 4 1/4 panel, which is right here. So that's going to be 2 1/8 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pen or pencil, whatever, and I'm going to make a little tick mark at the 2 1/8 inch. Oops, let me bring this down so you can see what I'm doing here. So there is the tick mark there at 2 1/8. Then I'm going to take the hexagon punch, the hot felt hexagon punch. You can actually use any punch that you want, doesn't matter. And what you're going to do, let me get my ruler out of the way here, is you're going to bring your punch in, and you're going to make a little punch and have it probably a good triangle shape, just like that. See, there's my tick mark, and there's, let me move this over just a tad. Okay, so punch away. All right, so that's done. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it this orientation. Let me move my ink out of the way here. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in my designer series paper. Now this is a piece that's 5 1/4 by 4, and it's going to go on top of this panel just like this. Now you want to make sure, let me turn it around so you can see, that you've got the clouds going in the right direction. You don't want them upside down. This is how they are, well, in nature, whatever. Or you could put it upside down if you want, doesn't matter. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this. So I'm going to bring in my adhesive, and let's see what we've got here. And what you want to do is you just want to, wait a minute, make sure I do this right. You only want to do it on 3 sides. You don't want to do it on a side where you're going to be pulling your slider out. Oops, let me get this. There we go. So on 3 sides, like this. And then bring this in, and you're going to put it on equidistant, north, south, east, west, just like that. How cute is this? All right, like that. There we go. Perfect. All right, now what we're going to do is I am going to take my paper trimmer, and we have to make the trough. I'm sorry, we have to make the trough for the slider to go in. Now, this does not have to be exact science. It does not have to be exact science. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably use 2 finger widths like this, and I'm going to have my trough start about here, and it's going to be 2 fingers down, so about right here. So I'm going to put it right here on my paper trimmer, and I'm going to bring my cutting blade to about here. And then I'm going to also bring it down so that it's going to be about 2 finger breadths from the right-hand side of the paper. So it's going to end right about here. So I'm just going to bring this, and I'm going to go back and forth like a couple times because I want this to be a very nice cut. Okay? So there we have that. Look at that. There is the cut. Can you see that? Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for popping on. All right, so there is that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the inside of the card, which is the slider. That's going to go here. See, that's going to go right here. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, I have to turn this back over, and we have to cut out this little section of the designer paper. So I'm just going to pop this in again, and I'm going to bring it a little bit above the Misty Moonlight. And it's okay if you do that. See? See, it's okay if you do that. It's fine. Pop that off. Now we have a nice opening for this to slide, for the slider to come out. You know, I just noticed this is let me just straighten this out a little bit here. Just a little persnickety issue, no big deal. That's just because of the nature of the hexagon punch where it cut it on the paper here. There was just a little bit of piece of paper that I wanted to cut out. But anyway, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to take the inside, and I am going to stamp. I'm going to take the smaller airplane from the stamp set. Let me show you the stamp set right here, Adventurous Sky. And I'm going to take this little plane, and I'm going to take this little message, Flying By to Say Hi. These 2 things right here. And I am going to stamp in the upper right-hand corner and the lower right-hand corner. Like right here, Flying By to Say Hi. And then I'm going to take my little plane, and I'm going to stamp it right here in the lower right-hand corner. Now, I'm going to tell you that at this point of the game, what I would probably do is write my message, because let me bring in my sample. When you see, here's my sample, and when you can pull it out, you really only have about 1/3 of the entire width of this card to write a message. So I would write my message now. I'd write it here, and then that's done, because then I know for sure that my message would come. It would be a little bit awkward, don't you think? Just a little bit awkward to try and write the message once you've got your plane on and everything. So I would write my message now. Okay, so there, having done that, then the next thing we have to do is we have to get it adhered to this. But in order to, oh, wait a minute, one other thing. I'm going to take my envelope, and since I've got my ink and my stamp here, I'm going to use the larger plane and stamp the outside of my envelope right here like this. How cute is that? Okay, so that's done. Let me move that aside. Then it is now time to get the, whoops, you know what? I have learned that I'm becoming much more of a messy stamper. Hey, Nancy, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so here, my little baby wipe to get that ink off my hands, because I don't want to, I learned by an error. I got ink on the cardstock. All right, so now, here we are. So here is the card, here is the slider, and we want it to come out this way. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna turn this over, knowing that I have my message on the upper right and the lower right-hand corner of the slider. So we're going to turn that over, and now we have to apply, wait a minute, wait, hold on one second. I'm just thinking here. Oh, right. Remember, I'm a work of art here. All right, before we do that, we have to take these little pieces. These are 2 inches by 3/4 of an inch, and they're scored at the 1 inch mark. Now, these are the mechanisms which are going to allow your slider to actually slide. So what we have to do before we put in the slider part is take these, fold them in half, and I'm going to put one in like this. And then I'm going to put the other one, let me fold this down. And actually, let me take my little bone folder and make sure this is a nice crisp fold. Nice crisp fold. Actually, let me do that one on this too, on this one. You want to minimize the bulk. All right, so let's do this again. So this one's going to go in like this, and then this one is going to go in like this. And it's going to fold down. So one folds down and one folds up. See that? One folds down and one folds up. Now I'm going to take some tear tape. Now I would recommend using tear tape because when I did my first one, the sample, I actually used my Tombow glue, which I absolutely love. I love Tombow glue. However, when I put my little mechanism on to get it to slide, some of the Tombow glue oozed out. And then I took my baby wipe and I was very good about wiping it up. However, it took a while before I could get it to dry and make sure there was no adhesive around here, because that would cause it to stop. The mechanism wouldn't work. So the best one to use for this is the tear and tape, which I love. So I've got those on, and I'm going to take these off. There's one. Get rid of that one. And then, because this is not quite the same width, I'm going to add one more piece on here, because you really, really, really want this to be nice and secure, so that, now let me just show you something here. See, nice and secure so that your mechanism is going to slide beautifully. Now see how I cut a little piece of tear tape too long? Not to worry. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift the paper off, and then I'm just going to fold this back on top of itself. Perfect. All right, so there it is. Now, I've already cut a circle. I used the Stylish Shapes dies right here, and I cut this out. This is the third from the largest, or yes, third from the largest. Cut that out, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to put it on this little mechanism. The whole idea is that this piece of paper is going to cover this mechanism up. So let's just put this down like this and press it down. Look at that. And there's no oozing of Tombow. No oozing of Tombow. So that's perfect. Okay? So, see how that's going to move? Now, let's flip it over. And what we have to do here is we have to do the same thing. We have to add some tear tape, because now we have to get the panel that's going to be the slider part of our card on, and so we have to secure it. So again, there we go. Let's take these off. There's one, and here's the second one. And I just folded that little excess over, and now I'm going to take another little piece, just put it here. There we go, and tear it, and get this off. Now, this is so much fun. And I kept thinking this morning what other sliders we could make using this. I mean, it's so pretty. Okay, so there we go. So that's nice. Now I'm going to take my slider, the slider part. Now this is important. You want to make sure that your message is going to be right like this. So when you pull that slider open, there is your message and your plane. Okay? All right, so this is going to go right up to the wait a minute, let me just make sure here. Yep. It's going to go right up to the edge over here, right to the edge. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it to the edge, just like that. Make sure you've got it equal distant, top to bottom, and it does overlap, and then just go ahead and press. Press, 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 press. There we go. La, 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 la. Now we can see how that's going to come out, how like that is going to slide very nicely. Now you are ready to go ahead and fold your card. Here's your score line. Go ahead and fold it. And we're going to do the same thing to this one. And then I am going to put it like this. So I'm going to take my adhesive and just put some on the edge right here. You don't want to do it on here because if you do it on here, oh, actually, you could do it on there too. Yeah, you could. You absolutely could. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Then fold this down like that. Perfect. Okay, so here we go. Look at that. Perfect. All right, now we get to play with the plane. All right. So I had already gone ahead and cut out my plane. I used Poppy. You could use the Trucking Alongs. Yes, that would be really cute, Jan. Really cute. I didn't think about that, but yeah, that would be cute. So this is Poppy Parade, and this is Smoky Slate. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to take my Winky, and I am going to wink up this whole plane, the red, because I want it to be vivid. How's that? I was thinking too, maybe flowers, like a flower pot. I don't know, I have to play with it a little bit more. But I'm really excited about this. My grandson is thinking about becoming a pilot. So obviously this is one card that he's going to be getting at some point in time. All right, so there we go. I don't know if you can see, there's that nice shimmer. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am going to adhere my plane to the body of the plane. I'm going to adhere the top of it. Now, what you need to do is you need to put some adhesive just on the engine part right here. So I'm going to do this. Oh, come on, Tombow. I am using Tombow. Come on, here we go. And I'm going to put some on the wheels, just the wheels. Wait a minute, let me get another Tombow. This one's just about ready to be retired. All right, let's do this. And I'm going to put some right here. Well, this one's, what's going on with this one? Come on, there we go. There we go. Okay, I'll put a little bit more there. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to put just a little bit on the tail right here. All right, that's all you need. You don't need any more. Then I shall pick this up, and I'm very carefully going to start with the wheels. I'm going to put it on here like this, and then the engine goes on, and then the tail goes on like that. Perfect. Now, I've got a little seepage right here, so I'm just going to lift that off with my little baby wipe very carefully. How cute is that? Okay, now we need some dimensionals. And again, you have to be careful where you're putting your dimensionals. We're going to put only on the tail part right here, like 2. And then I'm going to take one of these and cut it in half. I've already cut it in half. And just put it like that. That's all you need to do right there. Then I'm going to take this paper off. Isn't this fun? And then, let me get this out of the way too. Okay, then I'm going to bring back my plane. Now, what we want to do is, even though you can barely see this trough, the slit mark, you want to kind of keep it as covered as you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eyeball it, and I'm going to first of all just put it here to make sure that I can cover it, and I can. Not that it's a big deal because you really, really, truly can't see that, but just so that it's a line that you can, you know, just kind of eyeball it. All right, so I'm going to put it down like right here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now I do see a spot on here where my Winky must have gotten on my fingers, and it didn't quite dry. I mean, Winky dries very fast. I should say Wink of Stella, because that's what it actually is. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, so there's that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rotor, and I cut this out of gold metallic paper, and which I love, and I'm going to put just a little tiny dab of adhesive right here, maybe, Come on. There we go. A little bit more. Come on. Well, all of my Tombos seem to be running out of, maybe there's enough there. Let's see what happens when I put it on. All right, here's my little Rhoda. How cute is this? And I'm going to angle it to make it look like it's, oh yeah, that's going to work. Look at that. Okay, there's that. And then I took these classic matte dots, and on my sample, I used the gray. See, I used the gray for the hubs of the wheel. But on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the black, just because I can. So I'm going to put one here. And let's make sure that's down just a little. There we go. And I'm going to take another one and put it right here. I actually don't know if planes have hubs on their wheels like cars do. But this one does. This airplane does. Because I can do it. And then what I did was I took 3 of the clouds, 2 of the smaller clouds, and 1 of the larger clouds, and I stamped it in smoky slate. And to this, I'm going to add a dimensional to each one of them. Talk about easy, fast, and fun. And this was pretty fast, wasn't it? I mean, truly, this is not a this is not a hard card to make at all, because a lot of it is done with the dies, which is fun to use. All right, let me get one here. All right, now I'm just going to randomly put these wherever I want. Whoops, I didn't. Let me cut that little end off. We don't want that showing. There we go. All right, so I think I'm going to put one there, and then I'm going to put one here, kind of in the middle-ish, like that, and then one over here, like this, maybe like right there. And then, of course, I'm going to wink these up just to give it a little contrast because it looks kind of nice. I use so much Wink of Stella. Everybody in my classes will tell you, oh, there's a chipmunk and a squirrel trying to get into the bird feeder that has no feed in it anymore because we had we had a juvenile chipmunk come and eat most of the seed that my husband put in it yesterday morning. It was the craziest thing. I mean, I'm telling you, probably had 2 cups of seed, that little chipmunk, and he didn't even care that I was talking to him and telling him to get off. He was so cute. Little, it was a red tail too, which is kind of rare for us here. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, I do it because I can. All right, there we go. Now, how too darn stinking cute is this card? And so, here, what you need to do to open it, you need to put your fingers on the left-hand side just to open it a little bit so that you can actually get that out. But there you go, folks. How cute is that? Isn't that cute and fun? And sometimes, you know, you can move it back and forth a little bit to get that trough a little bit, to soften up a little bit. But look at how cute. Now, I know that some of you may say, well, how is the recipient going to know how to open it? If you want, you can put the word P-U-L-L with an arrow to the right. And so they will take this and hopefully pull it out very gently. And there is that cute little slider card with the little envelope that goes along with it. How darn cute is that? What do you think? What do you think? I think it's cute. I think it's fun. I love doing stuff like this. And again, remember, this is a card that I copied almost exactly from Rachel Kuhn. I don't know where Rachel lives, but it was very cute when I was looking things up on Pinterest. And I said, I really have to do this. I love it. I love this card. So we're going to make these next Monday and Tuesday. If anybody wants long distance packages, I certainly can accommodate. Let me know. Make sure that you know about free shipping next Tuesday, the 24th. Any $75 product ought to get you free shipping that day, so that's exciting. And then, of course, the sign-on is still good till the end of the month. But anyway, that's the story from my neck of the woods. I hope that you've enjoyed this card this morning. I think it's so cute. It's just stinking cute. And we can do lots of different things with this, for sure. Making different kinds of slider cards. So thank you so much for popping on. I hope you all have a great weekend. Whatever you do, relaxation, fun, activities, whatever, enjoy it. Hopefully the weather is good. And I will see you. Oh, Ellen, Thank you so much for dropping on and saying hi. Thank you so much. Yes, it is too darn cute, Ellen. I know. Just not enough hours in the day to play. Okay, my friends, thank you again. I love you all. I truly appreciate your support every single Friday. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Friday. Namaste, my friends. Bye.